Tiny Toons Looniversity. So I do want to state up front, I haven't watched a lot of the original Tiny Toons, but I did watch all the episodes of this new series, at least the ones that are out currently. I really liked it. Um, so what I gather from the original, at least from the few episodes I watched a long time ago, is most of the episodes were kind of wasted the concept of the show. Let me explain. So the concept of the show is that you have younger Looney Tunes like Babster and Buster and things like that, and other characters that are descendants of Looney Tunes learning to be Looney Tunes by the Looney Tunes, but they don't really do that much in the show, and it's kind of just these characters going on adventures, which kind of sucked because that's a great concept. Now this season or this new series, you see this a lot more. They're in a school called Looniversity. It's brought up every episode. You see Granny, you see Wile E. Coyote, you see certain bugs. They instigate the conflicts, or at least help the conflicts, and mentor these kids in the right direction. They give them advice. That you learn things about Toons. It's just really cool. And I think it works a lot better for the concept. Also, I think it's smart because Looney Tunes are not connecting with the younger generation, right? So this is a good way to show them these characters that aren't like the Bugs Bunny, right? They're newer characters. I say newer, but they're still from the 90s. But to kids today, they're new characters, right? You could show a kid this new show, and they would probably enjoy it. And then they'd see these Bugs Bunny characters and be like, oh, who are these guys, right? So it's kind of moves the Looney Tunes into the next generation in a smart way that I think is really smart. The animation also, I think, is significantly better. Not that the animation in the originals were bad. You know, although Steven Spielberg produced an animated shows back in the day, like Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, and Freakazoid, and this, were really good, right? They're all solid shows, but the only thing was that, like, I think with this show, I felt the slapstick a lot more, and it was able to feel a lot better and more like the slapstick had more of an impact, which is really good because I feel like with Tom and Jerry, right, when a lot of the new stuff that they do, the slapstick does not hit as well, but this felt like it really did, especially the episode where they had Wile E. Coyote in it. I thought, wow, that's really good, and yeah, I thought all that stuff was good. There was a change that I do want to address that some people were freaking out about before the show came out. They basically changed Babster and Buster Bunny to no longer be siblings, or not siblings, love interests. And now they're either like they're related. I can't remember if they said they were cousins or like siblings, but I think it's really stupid that people complain about this because back in the 90s, that was kind of an acceptable thing to do, and I'm not saying it's unacceptable of a character be a love-inch character, but it's unacceptable now for that to be the only female character in the show is a love-inch character, the only one. And I'm not saying she's the only one, but there's like one other one, right? She's the main one. She's the one that has the most lines and energy, and it feels like making them love interest is stupid when it really should just be, it's just better for young girls to watch a show like this and have a character that actually is, a girl and can be more than just a love interest. Because that's all that character really was in the original. I mean, maybe, well, I wouldn't say all that she was. Again, I only watched a few episodes, but, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like it's a good change. It's a change for the better. It makes sense for modern times, which is that, we don't really accept that kind of stuff for young children anymore, where we just have female characters and protagonists that are just the love interest characters and nothing more. So, yeah, I just wanted to make a little point addressing that. I thought it was a good change and it worked out. And I thought they gave the character a lot more to do than the original. And I thought, yeah, it was all really good. I really loved this show. I kind of was iffy about watching this show at first because, again, I hadn't seen much of the original. And I was just like, I liked the first season, the Animaniacs reboot, but I didn't really finish season 2. I didn't watch any other seasons. It was kind of like whatever to it. But then seeing this show, I did really like what they were doing here with this season. I thought it was really good. And it makes me really want to see more. Because this was a great season of this show.